and welcome to step 1 of creating a hidden word application using your Smart Notebook software. It is already expected that you know how to launch this software on your school computer. If you are at home, you should use the information sent to you via school email to install the software on your home computer, and then you can launch it. In this first step, you will create at least 5 text boxes, each containing a vocabulary word from your subject content. Before we begin, let's review the parts of your notebook that will be important in this step. When you launch Smart Notebook, you see your first slide. If you are familiar with Microsoft PowerPoint, you will see several similarities. The parts we will work with in this lesson are the workspace, which is this white part right here. These are your tabs. They're not really important in this step, but they will be later. This is your menu bar up here. Again, it's not important in this step, but you will be using this later. This is your toolbar. All of these icons are the different tools that you're going to use in creating your Smart Notebook document. There are 2 tools, though, that we're really going to be focusing on for this step in the lesson. This is your text tool. This is your select tool. And we're going to see how these tools work as we begin our lesson. Now let's add some text boxes. First, click on the text box tool, the text tool, to select it. Once you do that, you have a sub-menu. The sub-menu gives you choices of pre-selected fonts and font sizes or font colors that you could choose from. And you can always change these later in your properties. In fact, step 2 is going to show you how to change the properties of a certain font that you choose. So don't worry about the color right now. And you really don't have to worry about the size right now. We're going to go ahead and select this particular text tool, this particular font, excuse me. And I'm going to click now in my workspace to place my text box. And I'm going to type my first word. Now my application is going to be on the 6 simple machines. So my first one is going to be the lever. Okay. I'm going to click in a different space of my workspace to put my second text box in, screw, S-C-R-E-W. My third word, wheel and axle. Wedge and pulley. And finally, inclined plane. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go back up here to my toolbar, and I'm going to click my select tool. That has turned off my text tool. Now I can click on my text boxes, and I can move them anywhere I want to on the page. There, that looks pretty good. Notice that when I have clicked on my particular text box and I move it, I have guidelines that will pop up to show me if it's even with another text box or if it's in the middle of the page. And you can turn off these guidelines using your toolbar, but that's going to be in a different lesson, so we won't even worry about that right now. Those guidelines are not going to show when you actually use this application with your students. So there, I think my text boxes are placed appropriately, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm ready for the next step, which is going to be formatting the text colors in the background. I'll see you in step 2.